So LSU had 14 players drafted this weekend. The rookie contracts of those 14 players total an estimated $124 million. Absolutely stunning to see that number. But that's also something you better believe that Ed Ogeron and his staff will use at length throughout the recruiting process. A recruiting process which was fruitful again this weekend. By the way, this was Ed Ogeron on Off the Bench earlier today. If you missed it, OTB, go on demand at 1045ESPN.com. Ed, his weekly spot with Jordy and T-Bob. He talked about LSU's national brand and how this whole draft weekend benefited LSU on the recruiting trail.
I talk to kids all over the country every day. And again, Louisiana is going to be our main recruiting ground because that's where most of our players come. And you know what? We're doing a great job in Louisiana. We have some 5-stars, some big-time players that I think we're going to get. So I feel good about the upcoming recruiting class. And we still haven't seen this recruiting class, which I feel is our best recruiting class. Eric Gilbert, Jacqueline Roy, Jaquilvin Gorey, all these guys, B.J. Ujulari, Max Johnson, T.J. I think that we have a great, great recruiting class that our fans haven't seen yet.
So, for what it's worth, they have added now another commit to the 2021 class. 4-star defensive end Landon Jackson out of Texas has committed to Ed Ogeron of the Tigers. He made his commitment public on Sunday night. Ed Ogeron let out his Hold That Tiger tweet, or Derek Panamsky via the Ed Ogeron Twitter account let out his Hold That Tiger tweet. But
hey, Twitter world.
Thank you, Juice. Landon Jackson, a 4-star defensive end who apparently is a Texas A&M legacy, committed to LSU over the weekend. And the interesting thing is, according to the scouting services, he was thought to be a lean toward Texas A&M. He's a legacy there, as we mentioned. So thought to be a Texas A&M lean. And LSU had Landon Jackson come in for an unofficial visit before the dead period hit. And apparently Ed Ogeron and his staff made a lot of headway during that unofficial visit. Bill Johnson was the lead recruiter on Landon Jackson. And then Sunday night, he pledged to the Tigers. So, big kid, man. 6'6", 240 pounds as a rising senior. So, again, he's got a whole other year before he ends up on campus, and he's already 6'6", 240. He's LSU's 7th commitment. Jackson is in the 247 composite, the number 106 overall prospect, number 3 weak side defensive end, number 19 prospect in the state of Texas. I'll tell you the thing that stands out the most, though. And what you heard Ed say there is, yes, absolutely, LSU's always going to start with Louisiana, but that they are a national brand. And that's not lip service, because when you look at the breakdown of this class right now, the commitments, the 7 commitments for the 2021 class for LSU, when you go state by state, 2 from Florida, 2 from Texas, 1 from California, 1 from Mississippi, 1 from Louisiana. 7 prospects, 5 states represented in just this little sample of about a quarter of the class committed. A little more than a quarter of the class committed. And look, not a year ago, but this most recent signing class, we were having the same conversation because LSU went national with their recruiting class. And we wondered, is this just a moment in time, or is this what's going to become the norm? If you remember, Paul, can you grab this? Louisiana led the way, as Ed Ogeron said they would. There were 6 prospects from Louisiana, but you had 4 from Georgia, 4 from Texas, 2 from Florida, 2 from Mississippi, 1 from Alabama, 1 from California, 1 from Colorado, 1 from Maryland, 1 from Virginia, and 1 from D.C. So you had 12 states, if you include D.C., 11 states in the District of Columbia represented in last year's signing class for LSU. It's not lip service. Ed Ogeron is building a national brand. And when you have 14 players drafted, when you break the SEC's draft record for total number of picks and first-round picks. When your draft class collectively is going to sign contracts north of 9 figures, you're going to get a lot of recruits' attention. And on top of that, national championship, Heisman Trophy winner, everything you want to sell to a recruit, you can do now if you're LSU. Come here, win a championship, win national awards, get to the NFL, make a lot of money. It's not lip service. It's not a dream you're selling. It's reality.